Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I got a great subscriber question, and it is a question that everybody asks, and maybe I have a different take on it. So let's just see if I do know something or two or nothing. All right, let's do this. All right, guys, here's the question. It's a great question from a subscriber, and he's trying to be very kind. There's a lot of people that ask questions. He's like, what were you thinking? Or, and I get this question a lot, but it's a very kind way of asking, and I want to answer it. So here we go. I'm going to sub in a word. I'm not trying to be a donkey here. You can sort of figure out donkey. I'm not trying to be a donkey here, but this is an honest question, Economic Ninja. How do I buy groceries with a bar of gold in the US? Where are the grocery stores here that can give you change for an ounce? Guys, this is a great question. You want to know why? So many people ask it. Now, a lot of people say it or ask that question with a lot of sarcasm or defiance. Let's say, I don't know. And I used to use when people, I was talking to a long time ago about silver and gold, they would sit there and go, well, you can't put it in your gas tank. And and they would be sarcastic about it. So I would sarcastically say, well, I'll tell you what, I'll give you, and I'd pull out my wallet, pull out a $20 bill and a $1 bill. I once told this guy, I said, I'll tell you what, I'll give you this $20 bill. If you take that $1 bill, shove it with a ramrod down the gas tank. Because you can put that in your gas tank, right? You can put dollars in your gas tank and shove it down there, and then $20 is yours. Well, of course, he said, no, why would I do that? I'm going to ruin my truck, my car. You're an idiot. I'm like, well, technically you are. And the reason why I say that is because of this. And I want to say this sincerely, though. You don't know what you don't know until you know it. Does that make sense? You see, every day there are people that run around and they're professionals. Like, I am a real estate mogul. I am a banker, and I am an investor, and I'm the best car salesman in the world. Well, the thing is the day before you became a real estate anything, or a banker, or an investor in anything, or whatever that third thing I said, you didn't know anything about it, all right? Until this one day you just went, hey, I want to learn about this, or hey, I want to do this, right? Well, it's the same thing about money, right? And we have all these like gold and silver people that are maximalists. We got all these crypto people that are maximalist, like, don't tell me that your way's better, my way's the best. And it's like, we got a bunch of people running around like, they know everything about everything, but they don't remember the day before they learned it. So I just want to explain that first. A lot of people just don't understand. So let's give an example. Let's dig into the old pocket. So the question was gold, a gold bar. Look at that. Look at that bad boy. That thing's beautiful. Pamp 1 ounce solid gold bar. And you got yourselves Kucoin, almost solid gold, almost. I don't remember the purity. Gold coin, right? 1 ounce coin. And the question is, well, how do we put gas in our tanks? Well, obviously, most gas stations, all gas stations, take U.S. dollars in the U.S. We've seen parts of other parts of the world, like Mexico, where there's actually signs on some stores, we don't take dollars. We don't want dollars. We want pesos, right? And it's always a choice of the store to be able to take stuff. Will there ever be a day where you can actually convert this, go to a gas station and put it in your tank? No. And I'm going to tell you why. Even if you could, well, how much gas would this buy right now? A lot more than your fuel tank could take, right? So that would not even work. Even if they took it, it wouldn't work, right? What happens is the reason why people buy gold, like in either coin form or bar form, is because they want to be able to hold on to their value. Now, not a lot of people, actually a lot of people have heard this that are in the gold and silver community, that a fine tailored suit, let's say back in 1920, cost about 1 ounce of gold. And today, if you look at it, gold's sitting around $1,650, $1,700, something like that. Today, to go get a fine tailored suit still costs an ounce of gold. So over the last 100 years, gold has remained constant when it's purchasing power over time. Now, a lot of people, they look at the day-to-day price fluctuation, or maybe the last year's price fluctuation, and they don't look over the greater period of time, or they really study charts and go, well, during economic uncertainty, like what happened during the Great Recession, gold did very well. Gold also did very well in the early 2000s when, after the dot-com bust. As a matter of fact, gold did great, very well during the late 70s, in the early 80s, when we had all that rampant inflation. Well, that sound familiar? They don't look at all those things, what happens during times of uncertainty. That's why people own gold, right? You want to be able to store value somewhere. So yes, every day you need dollars to put into your fuel tank. You need to be able to buy food. And yeah, you cannot go and buy it with this. But the reason why investors buy this is because would you rather keep, if you thought that there are times of uncertainty, or you know that wealthy people have a certain percentage, and usually, you know, when I started investing early in my life, when I was in my late teens, early 20s, I was always hearing the same thing from financial advisors. It's wise to keep about 10% of your net worth in gold. Now, guys, I'm not a financial advisor, not a financial professional. I'm an investor, and that's what I heard all the time. And they always said the reason why they cited it was because a lot of financial investors, advisors in the early 2000s, they were actually financial advisors in the early 90s and the mid to late 80s, and they were always learning about what happened in the late 70s with the inflation, with interest rates spiking, what gold just exploded in value compared to other assets. So they always said, hey, that's what you want to do for safety. Now that has gone away, but that not a lot, you don't even hear that from financial advisors. Why? Because they don't make any money on you going and buying gold. They make money by them talking you into one of their products, and then, hey, sell that, now here's buy another product, and they get commissions, all right? They don't get commissions by you buying an ounce of gold and holding on to it. That's why Dave Ramsey can't stand it, because he doesn't make money off that either, quite frankly. That is true. He wants to sell you an ETF or a mutual fund or whatever they got their hands into, or, you know, hey, go and buy real estate because real estate's going to boom forever. He said that also in the 2007, 2008, because, you know, hey, I get you hooked up with agents and we can make money off of it, right? So that's why a lot of people do that. Now, the facts are that gold, in the last 20 years, has performed very, very well. If I would have bought gold in 2000, and I still have it today, I've made quite a rate of return. As a matter of fact, I have outperformed most asset classes in the world just holding on to this. So you can see now, anytime, let's say I needed money to go put into my fuel tank, all I would have to do is go down to my local coin store and sell it, or go online. That's why, like, I have that broker friend from Miles Franklin. My broker, they actually take care of their licensed brokerage. They actually have to be licensed and bonded, because they're the only ones that do it. Because the state that I know of, the state of Minnesota, actually requires it. Nobody else requires it. And then you go, you know, package it up, you sell it to them, and they get all that figured out for you. And then you take that money and you go and buy the things you need, like food and stuff like that. So the thing is the whole world is reeling right now because of a battle between fiat paper money and God's money. All right, that's what's going on right now. And so that's what I want you to understand. When you think about, well, I can't put it in my gas tank, I can't do this. All you have to do is, when you have it, let's say it goes up $100 or $200 in value, and you're like, man, I need it. Or it could go down, all right, when you want to sell it. I just want you to understand, over the long term, it's been doing this because of money printing. But remember, each time my finger waves, those little months or 6-month gaps where it might be down, do you want to sell it? That's why you don't put a ton into it. That's why you always allocate like 10% or something, what you're comfortable with. That's on you. I've done something different because I'm a totally different kind of investor, but it's worked well for me. I put more into it, but that's just me. That's not you, all right? But that's why. That's how you actually can put gold into your gas tank. It's just you need to take the extra step. Once you've bought it and you hold it and you need the money, the extra step is now you go and sell it to either a local coin dealer, and we'll do a video about that so you don't get taken, or you go online. And like right now, especially in silver, there are cases where online dealers will pay you over the spot price to buy it back from you, because there is such a run on the metal right now. All right, guys, with that being said, I hope you got something out of it. Throw in the comment section what you liked about this video, what you don't like, and do me a favor, hashtag gold, hashtag silver in this video. Let's get this algorithm waking up. All right, guys, that being said, the Economic Ninja is out.